All right, we are live.
Oh shit! All right, so go ahead and drop your stream. We're
Already,
gonna wait until some of the people to join for
already did.
us to start. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about tonight is there's three things on the docket. All right, so one, there has been changes to the GT3 RS. Two, I've been getting concerning. It is actually concerning how many times I've been approached outside of racing hours and shit about people being too fast, about possible nerfing and stuff like that. That's also on the docket tonight. And the third one is the whole balance of power shit between the GT4 and the GT3 because I know that's an issue for some people. All right,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
that's that's basically what I called the meeting for. All right,
Hmm.
so
Wait, is that the GT3? I'm guessing not the GT3, but the GT3 RS
Yeah,
you were
GT3
talking about?
RS for
Yeah.
Group A.
Yeah, okay.
alrighty. Um, who all is watching right now? How many people you got watching?
It's currently just me.
Okay, well then we can
It's the recording. It will post up on the YouTube.
Yeah,
Twitch
kind of a recording the
on
meeting.
YouTube.
On
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, anyways, first thing on the docket. After FAM and a bunch of different people came and started to or talk to me about the GT3 RS and how hard it is to drive and its current configuration. I went back and re-looked at everything. We are dropping the ballast and we are dropping the tires. So we go back to stock tire
What?
width
What?
and
Okay. Are we saying width or are we
dropping
saying
the ballast
tires?
width
Width. Okay.
width.
Cool. So we will be running race
Um,
tires, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That means
Tire
you
stock
are
width.
allowed. Yeah, that means with the setup we have,
Yep.
there will be no adjusting ballast or anything else like that, just to keep everything situated. You're allowed within 2 PI of 830. Okay,
Okay.
within 2 PI of 830. The heaviest rim will put you at 828. The lightest rim will put you at 832. Okay, so you are allowed to run within 2 PI of 830, but
Okay.
you have to run the actual upgrade setup. There will be no deviation from that. Here on not Wednesday, it'll have to be tomorrow night. I will be getting together with everyone in Group A. They will be streaming it, and I will be going through their setups with them to make sure that they are running it properly. Okay, that goes for everyone, including Banner, Fam. Well, Fam and Riley, I'm gonna have to get to at a different day because I know Riley works tomorrow and Fam is, at a pool tournament.
Yeah.
So everyone I can get to will probably got to tomorrow night. Um, Number two, this whole oh, he's fast, let's nerf him bullshit needs to stop. Okay? This isn't me getting on to anyone. This isn't me pointing fingers. If you know who you are, you know who you are. We got to stop that. The people y'all are calling to get nerfed, are the people who are putting the most dedication, the most effort, and the most time behind the wheel of that car and that track to learn that car and that track. If y'all want to get faster, I suggest y'all do the same. This is a league race. This isn't anything casual. This is competitive racing. If you are not going to put in that same amount of effort that other people are putting into, A, you won't get faster. B, that's on you, homie. Like, I don't, there's no easy way to put this. Just because someone's fast doesn't mean they gotta get nerfed. Now, if the people at the top of the league had a disparagement, say like number 1 through number 5, right? You have the 5 through, let's say, 3, right? That, or 5 through 2. That's 3 people. They're within a second of each other, and then there's 3 seconds between them and the next two. Then yes, we can talk about adding ballast, getting them a little slower to try to balance out the league and stuff like that. But just because you haven't put in the effort to learn the track, course, tune, driving style, car, whatever it is, doesn't give you the right to call for the nerfing of someone else, especially when the top 5 people are within a second of each other.
Do you mind if I throw a question in right there? Cause Burn could tell you I'm not one of the ones. I'm actually surprised to hear this. But can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, you can ask a question.
Okay, so once we get to IMSA, I know they do stuff for
I know where you're going for this.
performance based.
The balance of power. I know where you're going for.
Yeah.
So currently speaking, every vehicle that is available to choose for in our IMSA league is currently being tested back and forth to get the vehicles within a second of each other. Okay.
That's all I was
We're
wondering.
trying to
Just so I know they
we are
have a
trying to keep
balance.
them at yeah, we are trying to keep them as realistic as possible, which means all of them are running 310 rears with 305 fronts, with the exception of the Lexus, because it runs 312 310 squared in the game. But for instance, like the McLaren, right? When we get it in the
Yeah.
game, it's got just at 500 horsepower. It's the WEC spec McLaren. So in IMSA, since they run closer to 550, we have a little bit of engine upgrades to help bring it up. And it is within a second of other IMSA spec like the M4 and the Mustang.
Very cool.
The fastest people in the league are the ones that are testing it to make sure that they're within a second of each other.
Bet. Yeah,
Um,
I've that's all I was wondering for IMSA, how we were gonna handle that. Cool, appreciate you.
yeah, we're working on getting everything as balanced as possible. Um, Obviously, some vehicles can't have power. Some vehicles can have power. It goes vehicle to vehicle, but we're trying to get it to where everyone is, or all the cars are
Yeah.
within a second of each other. Hypercars stock. Um, as far as I know of an LMP, there's only one LMP car allowed, and that's the yellow and white Orica.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that has a
2017.
light ballast in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I was the
with
one that did the
With the
testing
light
for.
ballast.
I I was the one that did the testing for that. So
okay,
Oh,
and then the GT cars are all like inundated and within a second of each other.
gotcha.
Um, what was the third thing I wanted to talk about?
Is there going to be like a full list of all of those cars and like what it's used for? Because I know generally we have to ask what cars we can use and what they have
There,
on
I'm
them.
there
gonna
is there is a doc.
Yeah.
We
I'm gonna go through the doc and I'm gonna make it simpler to find out what cars and what numbers can and can't be used so that we don't have to continuously go into there for new people.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm gonna
I would do that.
I'm gonna be sitting down with GT about that. So that's another reason why he's been added in here, which I forgot to let you know, Burn, last night, I think, or this morning, whatever.
No, it's fine.
Um, he's gonna
It's
help me
fine.
organize this shit because he also understands where I'm coming from with fucking everything going everywhere at this point. So
Now, this I forgot what the third thing I was supposed to be talking about tonight. So we went over the IMSA stuff. We went, yeah, we went over the Porsche. We went over the
The Porsche
calling for
GT3 RS to the
Racing
GT4.
complaints?
yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, you
power
were
to
doing
weight,
GT4.
the power to weight ratio.
well the well yeah no so the as the GT4 the Cayman and the 992 Cup are spec cars, there really isn't any reason to need, ballasts or anything like that. Because if you look at, IMSA is a really great example of this. You have GTD drivers, right? The GTD Pro drivers and shit like that. And when, like, for instance, the Rolex 24 this year, the difference between last place in the GTD Pro field and first place in the GTD Pro field was an hour and 30 minutes. Okay?
Mhm.
So, like, there really isn't a reason to call for nerfing and stuff like that. Like, I understand, like, if we were, a class driven league, like, oh, we're racing B classes tonight, you know, we could work on balance of power then and try to figure shit out. But these are spec cars, so there's really not much we can do in general. Um, but yeah, we gotta hold ourselves to better thing. If someone's faster than you, they're faster than you. There's always going to be someone faster than you. Look at Fam and DT, for instance. The Fam is absolutely blown away that DT is so fast, you know?
He is
But
freaking fast.
but he's not bitching about it. He's not like coming to me and being like, "Oh, we need to look at this guy more closely and see what we can do to nerf him a little bit because he's yada yada yada." It's like, "Oh my god, this dude is fast. This is awesome. This is exactly what we wanted when we started the league. We wanted to find people who were fast and race with them, or even if they were slow, as a way to help slower drivers increase their pace, get better at the game, stuff like that. Like, we have classes and stuff that people can take. They just don't use it. Like, for instance, if y'all want to learn how to tune and stuff, if I'm online and I have the free time, I am more than welcome, or y'all are more than welcome to hit me up and ask me if I can sit down and help you figure out how to tune or what you need to do to get the car feeling exactly the way you want it to feel. It's not hard. We have the resources for it. Use them.
I think to add to that with like how the classes, I think if we ever do like a schedule thing, put like once a week, like when you're
Yeah,
available, and somebody's probably gonna be more likely to,
yeah, because that's the
hey,
biggest issue.
I don't want to reach out, but if I see it's there, somebody's
Yeah,
more likely to probably do it.
exactly.
I was gonna mention something like
Coming,
that I wanted to get together with you and try and figure out what
Yeah,
we could schedule, like not really once a day out of the week, but once a day every 2 weeks,
I mean,
or maybe once a month.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be like super spotty over the past or the next
yeah,
3 months. I'm not really gonna
but
be here. My son's
um,
about to
I
get born,
understand.
so
I would say
Oh,
this:
like if
that
y'all see me on,
congratulations!
I'm
I
just
will,
saying if anybody's good at something and they want to
yeah,
like, be like, hey, I can do a class for this. I can give you like these days where I'll be available.
yeah,
That could probably
yeah, if
work
you
out
want a
better.
little bit of coaching, that's fine.
yeah. I
But that's
definitely
exactly
agree.
what I'm talking about. Another thing. This is something that I just remembered I wanted to ask everyone in here. I need to ask Notorious and Fam as well to see what their idea is. But I 100% feel like we are stretching the league too thin with all the series going on and everything else, and us flip flopping between shit. wanted to ask for a vote. That way, it's unanimous at this point. To see if once IMSA starts, the we'll drop every other series we have, figure out a car to use for the recruit series,
Yeah,
and have them run that, and then just run the IMSA for the main league.
that's what I'm. That's
I
what
was
I'm.
thinking. Yeah,
That's
I agree.
that's what I was talking about earlier, with you privately. Um, as soon as this group B is done, I'm not doing any recruiting until we get the stuff figured out. That gives us, if I look at Opera GX right now, hold up.
Like we can 100% keep the vehicles that we have right now and use them for
Yeah, we just gotta reorganize
exhibitions
it.
or something like that.
I'm saying
But
for like the cup car, those.
2 series.
the-
Come on, 2 series.
Okay, so
Have
just
a cup car
basically,
series and an IMSA.
and the cup car is what I'm
The c-
saying. The cup car is what I'm talking about for the juniors. It's gonna be. I'm looking at possibly doing, what's it called? G, um, doing the juniors, and I'm gonna bring that power back down because everyone's been saying that's too fast. So I'll bring the power back down,
Well,
and
one,
and have the MX-5 Cup car, and those are it. I'm not doing the Cayman
The
GT4.
Janettas have a little bit too much horsepower for their own good.
Yeah, so
I mean, that's understandable. But what I'm talking about is we need to figure out an actual cup car. Actual cup car. MX-5 would be perfect. Um,
the Jeanette, those
Porsche would be good. The Janetta, if you're going to use the Janetta,
it's gonna be stock.
don't
For a
go
cup
above.
car, just like the general cup car,
Oh, shit.
I'm just chilling with this 2015 Porsche.
And
It doesn't have any of that Porsche steering that I hear people complaining about.
yeah,
And it's still fairly slow.
and it's the
So
20,
it isn't
and
that
that's
big of a
Well,
at
I
this.
was actually thinking of the 964 as the cup car.
The 964 that
That's
doesn't
the
help me much.
Yeah.
hold on. It's the one with the bubble lights on the front. The
I know which one you're talking. Hold up. I can pull it up. I think on my stream. My thing.
Damn.
Cars.
but it's like a 1990s Porsche.
I think it might be an early 2000s is what I'm thinking.
It is not an early 2000s Porsche, bro. I think it's like a 70s, 80s, and 90s. But they made an actual cup car variant of it in the 90s. It's called the Porsche 911. Um, it's a Porsche 911, but it's a 964 body instead of the 991 or 992 or 996. Bike cars.
Are you talking about the Turbo S Leche Bullens or whatever the fuck it's called?
No.
Okay, that's the only one in 1990s I see. Because then we have the 82, and that's the Turbo 3.3, and then it's then the.
Oh no, yeah, no, you're right. It's the Turbo S 911 Turbo S 1993
Okay, because the one I was thinking about doing
or the
was
1982 Turbo 3.3.
I was looking at either doing the 04 or the 07.
But if we do the Porsche Cup cars, like the 964 body style cups, they would have no aero.
Yeah.
It would be stock, pretty much everything. Just leave everything stock except for obviously race brakes and roll cage, shit
Yeah,
like that. But everything else
platform
stock.
handling. Platform handling.
Yeah, but leave everything else stock. Because these cars really don't need much. But yeah, no, like I 100% think that we are stretching too thin and we need to reconsolidate it into 2 series. Run the IMSA, like the actual big boy IMSA league. over the course of 3 months, and then take 3 months off for like exhibitions, give everyone breathing room, and then come
I
back, do 3 months off. That would give us um, 2 seasons a year.
I
It would
was
give
thinking,
enough space, and then we can hold a race every other week instead of every week.
it was gonna be. I was thinking doing the 10 weeks. I mean, we could still do the every other week.
I think the issue of every week is you're gonna have a large number of callouts because people are gonna want to enjoy their Saturdays or Fridays, whichever way it's gonna go.
I'm currently trying to push, the Porsche or the IMSA League being on Sundays, specifically
Yeah.
Sunday afternoons around 5 p.m.
Okay. But I still think if it's every week, you're
That
gonna
might
have
be
that
close for
issue
me.
of a lot of people being like,
Hold on a second.
"Damn,
Hold on a
I
second.
want to enjoy my week."
Gabe, go ahead.
I just said that might be close for me because I got the cup race on Sunday, and then half the time I'm normally at my grandparents, and we normally leave around 5
Yeah, that's
to come back
another
down to
issue.
my mother's
We
house.
can move it. We can sit down and figure out an actual date and time and
I did
schedule for
bring up
all
the
this.
I
idea
want it
of just doing a general poll and then seeing when people
are
just
more.
saying when you're allowed to race, like what time works for you during the week, and fuck it, might as well just say during the week and off and just the weekend too. Just seeing when people are allowed to race in the league.
Yeah,
But
because
And
here's
I
the
just seeing that
problem:
general stat.
we
Not
have
saying we
a
have races during the week, just
we have a
seeing.
lot of we have a lot of I'm just gonna say it like that. We have a lot of children in our league, not like little kids, but teenagers,
yeah, because I
The
people
I
in
Sunday
know
high
nights
school
can
and
be
shit.
difficult. Sunday nights can be difficult then.
yeah.
That's
I
why
mean,
I
we
was
can do a
saying like
Saturday.
Sunday around 5. We can do it Saturday night.
Yeah.
We can do it Sunday morning. We can do it literally any time during the weekend. And
Yeah,
it's easier for us as adults to get weekends off
Yeah.
than it is for us to get weekdays off.
yeah.
Sunday morning's kind of crazy
Um,
though. I gotta watch my races. Ugh.
yeah,
But
no, I'm like just laughing ideas.
Yeah, I feel you.
Um, when it comes to um that, I'm pretty much done with what I wanted to talk about. If y'all have any questions, any concerns, or anything you want to put forward, would be the time.
um, I do want to say this. I'm not gonna get rid of the GT4 and the TC cars because those are gonna be the last of the cars that get added. Is in year two, and I'm willing to stretch the time period between year one and year two of IMSA, quote unquote, and that's where we can do the fucking readjustment of time, like resetting up for car specs, um resetting up for the cup cars or whatever that needs to be done, and then host the expeditions. Expeditions, I just got to know like at least in a week's advance so we can get enough people in there.
I think
Yeah, no.
really the expeditions kind of. I don't know about y'all since y'all are like the main guys, but I think expeditions should be put kind of on the back burner for now, just so we can make sure everything else is working properly.
Yeah, yeah. I
They're
100%
gonna
agree
be
with you.
pop-up races, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They're gonna be just pop-up races. However, the reason why I was saying like every other week for the IMSA is we could actually like just have a race every weekend in the Discord, but do like the Group B on the weeks that
Yeah.
we're not running the IMSA races.
Okay.
That way, the teams in IMSA can go and watch or tune in or whatever for the other ones, and it possibly scout new people, stuff like that. You know, I
Yeah.
think it would be a good idea to
I-
caddy.
I also wanted to ask with that, like being able to scout guys,
Excuse me.
right? Let's say a driver can't make it for IMSA race, but the guys in Group B, like they just graduated, right? But
Yeah.
is there going to be an option for like, a we have one guy who can be a reserve driver in case somebody can't make it?
I'm fine with that.
Well, I'm fine with that for the first year of IMSA, like the first quote unquote year or the first season of IMSA. For the second season of IMSA, I really want to push 7 people teams.
Okay.
but
That
at
that means two. That means
Two
two
lobbies.
people in
Yeah.
GTD, 2 people
no,
in
and I already told you this before. I'm not doing that.
LMP2.
I'm not doing that because that means we have less teams racing. That's why I've got it set up like that. Of 3 people
I
for
mean, once we get into the actual IMSA stuff and start posting about it and stuff, I feel like more people are gonna, try to join. That's why I'm
Okay.
saying.
Let me throw a hypothetical in there for that. Bigger teams, but if we get enough people in the league, right? Could we possibly run 2 races side by side just because of lobby size?
yes, and that's but at the same, and I'm fine with doing that. But since we have only 20,
How would that work?
it probably do one like the opposite week of week 1 or do like the day afterwards or something like that. That would be a question I do kind of think we should have everyone here for.
I just think it's because it's kind of more of a Forza issue with the lobby size capacity.
We get what 24 people in a lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, once we get over that 24 people mark, what's this gonna start looking like?
Well, once we get to that size, the reason why I was saying 6-person teams, or 7-person teams is it allows one thing. Like obviously, not every driver is going to run. You know, um,
Okay.
at that point we would be holding qualifications, like qualies for the race throughout the week, and we would take the top 24 times, and they would be the ones racing.
Okay.
That and it would be an even field of everything. So with 24, that's what 8, 16, 24. So 8 GTD, 8 LMP2, 8 Proto H.
Because we're currently
I could
down
see
to
that.
20 racers right now. That's the thing. Because, and I also did want to talk about this. I did have Senna decided to reach out to me literally the last minute on race day, and he's like, "Oh, I've been busy the last few days." I'm like, "Dude, you've had 10 days to come fucking hit me up."
No, this. Oh, I can't do it because I've been busy. Needs to.
Yeah.
I get it. Life gets in the way, but you
Yes.
can find 30 minutes
Yeah.
out of
Dude,
a week
at the same
to
time, it
do
only
something.
takes it at the max for all the cars. It should only take you about 12 minutes to get done. 12 minutes.
Like obviously it's different if you have a child or something like
Yeah.
that, like I am. I physically won't be able to do anything that I'll have to sit down longer than like 10, 15 minutes on.
Yeah.
So I'm literally only going to be able to play games every once in a while, or I'll have to play something I can get up and run out of the room very quickly.
Exactly. And
Um,
that I do agree with. Um, but you gotta let me know beforehand, like a week in advance. Or Bert, you've been giving me a fucking advance since what, week 5 of BRZs?
well, I straight told you like, hey,
Yeah.
look, I have a son coming. This is the only like comp for league that I'll be able to do until probably May.
Yeah.
So that's why I went ahead and got my IMSA quals already out of the way. That way they're there. I don't have to worry about rushing to do it. Whenever I come
Exactly.
back, I can practice while I'm on hiatus, and
Yes.
then when I get back, I'll be hopefully in top form. Probably
Yeah.
not going to be. I'm probably going to be a fucking very, very tired bean. But
Mean.
They could always be Banner.
Mean.
no, I mean, I might come back slower than Banner. We don't know. But,
Hey, put some respect on my
right?
name. Fuck you.
We
Ain't
do.
no respect
That's
on
why
that
your
name.
nickname is Banner.
Okay, you might be slower
But-
than him, but you might not spin as much, so you might win.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Might be
but
on track enough time where it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
but yeah, if you're gonna be out, just let someone know.
Yeah, because
If you're not gonna be able to make it,
'Cause that is
it
my
just
biggest
makes
issue with
everything so
people.
much easier.
because everyone's like,
And
oh
if
yeah,
you don't think you can make the time,
yeah,
then just let us know and we'll take you off the roster and you can try again a different day.
you can try again when we open up recruiting again or fucking open up the stuff.
When we
Like,
start the next series or whatnot.
exactly.
But I'm calling right now to implement a 3-strike policy. If you no call no show 3 times, you're out
I've
of
been doing it like
MS.
twice. If you miss the race twice, then you get kicked.
I'd do it 3 times. Just to give benefit of the doubt and 3 strikes you're out kind of thing.
And I will say this too. People who don't have the right numbers on their cars when they're racing are going to get penalized. Because I straight up told Montana a few days ago, hey, you need to get your paint job changed. You need to put your racing number on there. And he's
To be
still
fair,
yet running the same
I
number.
didn't have. I had my old racing number, which is
That-
30, and not my new number 6.
Yeah,
But
and
that's
that was
also because I didn't touch my car for
exactly.
like up until this race.
Yeah, and that's understandable. I straight up told him last fucking few days, hey, please put your racing number on there. He still has yet the Lightning McQueen on there, so I'm going to be putting a point on them for minus.
I mean, that's fair. That's
So,
something that
and-
is something that is completely understandable.
And I'm going to also, and I do want to sit with y'all about penalties and shit like that. So, like, I know we briefly talked about it before, but for every car that's hit, it's minus 1 point if you caused.
What do you mean
No,
by
I
hit?
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I have a pretty good eye for things. Obviously, you can tell
Yeah,
when something's intentional or not.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's intentional, then that's
Okay,
then
but,
that's
but what do we mean by
quote-unquote
hit? Do we mean
failed.
like an impact that knocks somebody off track, or are we
Yes.
talking about something like bump and run?
Deliberate attacks?
like
I would say.
deliberate fucking shove off track.
Okay.
Bumping,
like here,
that's different.
I will show you what what I am talking about. Okay. I'm going to start streaming. Go ahead and tune in for a second.
Hold up, I want
Banner that includes you.
yeah, I'm gonna put it on stream too. So Bacchus is a
Please.
really good one.
Yeah. There's 2 incidents I want to talk about in this. Or technically it's 3.
Oh boy.
One of them is
Yes.
me. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm almost sad I wasn't here for this.
Oh my God. This. You know what? This got me in a better mood just seeing this lineup again.
Holy cow.
Hey, you leave me be. You leave me be in that Lexus.
I would.
No,
rewind
we're
that
gonna
if it
talk
does
about
glitch
yours
itself.
too.
This is so
Oh, wait, no,
loud.
we're going up to 2. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Bro,
Everyone
it's
appreciate
lagging.
that livery right there. Everyone appreciate that livery.
Someone pit maneuver that livery.
All right. So we're gonna start from here, okay? From
Can
here.
I say something real quick?
What?
Pointing out that Banner
You're
went
not glazing
deep
your
on
own.
number 1, and then someone went deep on Banner, making first turn 3 wide. I just want to point that out. Banner did low-key fuck up ahead. Okay, no.
Well,
Go to it.
Banner didn't really. I mean, Banner fucked up, but Banner was being Banner, and that's just a racing incident. Like that wasn't.
I'm a racing incident.
You are a
No,
racing
that also
incident.
messed up
Try to stay on
Sleepy,
topic.
though. That messed up Sleepy.
No,
to bring
that
me into
wasn't.
low.
That wasn't Sleepy.
Alright.
That was who I'm looking at, which is DT. All right. So we're gonna start here. All right. So
Did you
I'm
do
just gonna
something?
play
or-
through it. I'm gonna play through it, and let's see if y'all can see what I'm about to talk about.
Ooh, damn.
Ah,
Too much on the inside.
He
That was a pretty risky move right there.
It's not that it was risky. Just
Oh,
this is
All
where
right,
we're talking about right
so-
here.
Track limits. He went 4 wheels off. I couldn't tell if that's what you're gonna talk about.
No.
But he did overtake off
All
track
right,
a little bit.
so everything that happened after the initial contact with Sleepy is a racing incident. DT is the one who gets penalized for the who would get penalized for this. Okay, this is DT's fault, 100%. So
no, not DT.
he comes through. He's not on the brakes. 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 Now he's on the brakes.
Which makes
Right.
sense. Braking zone is like at the 100 board.
Yeah, and he did break a little early. A matter of fact, y'all pretty much broke at the same time. He's on the inside, right?
Yeah.
He
Like a
didn't break
second-
hard
a sec-
enough.
Yeah.
He swings inside to try to avoid, and now he's locked up. You hear it?
I could hear the second he did it.
Okay. So he's locked up. He tries to avoid, which is fine. He's still 2 tires on. But instead of modulating brakes, like, look at that. Look at his front tires.
Is it turned in all the way, or oh wait, no, it's
Yeah.
locked up, so it doesn't matter.
if you
Yeah,
change to I think it's side dolly, you might get a better view.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. So, right there, you see that? The lockup?
Yeah.
Big lockup? So he big locks, comes out, slides out, which at this point, this move right here, the attempt to avoid inside shouldn't have happened. What should have happened was he should have once he started braking and realized he wasn't going to do anything. What should have happened was he should have hit his handbrake to help slow, like modulate his handbrake, like just tap it a couple times to help slow him down a little faster. Yeah, we
How
cook
did
his
they
tires a
do
little
that?
bit. Yeah. But he comes out. He comes back in. So this is already an unsafe rejoin, and you can tell by the fact that his car points back. Like, look where his car is going.
Points across the track.
Look, it's me.
Yeah.
And about to be on a fuck
Okay.
up.
He catches it. Boom. Right there.
Full throttles out.
Yep. Full throttle's out. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this.
Sleepy was pinched.
Yeah, close
No.
telemetry up.
So brake, max brake, locks up, modulates down, starts slowing down, boom. Gets on the gas very quickly, off, comes in, hits him, then
I'd say that's a cost
Full
from the
gas.
lockup a bit.
and then, boom, Banner comes in.
Yeah, because Banner's in the outside and wants to go on the inside.
No, I was trying to
Yeah.
recover. I was trying to recover.
Do track
Did you hit a
track
wall?
limits here? Do track limits
Oh,
here involve
Right,
the curb
I was
or
trying to
not?
recover from right here.
Yes.
Not from hitting the wall.
So the white line, anything over the white line is track limits.
Okay, then he did overtake off of track limits anyway, so he would have to get that spot back. He goes over
Yeah,
on the curb.
but he did not. Now, if we go look at Notorious, because Notorious had an incident here too. So DT
Oh,
making that
Wolf was
initial
Four
contact,
wide.
Well,
that
yeah, if you do
initial
wanna see my
contact.
spin out. Yeah, that push.
So Notorious had to run out. Then he hits Wolf. Notorious has nowhere to go, and Sleepy was right there. Hits the Notorious, which pushes the Sleepy back into Wolf, and comes out.
Notorious really had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Just
And
and
then
that's the
boom.
reason why Bathurst is probably going to be coming off during the IMSA.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
I don't
Give
know.
it another chance.
No.
Yeah, it's
I haven't even-
swapped
And
with Silverstone, which for some reason Silverstone
Hell
wasn't
no.
ready on the schedule.
And then there's Banner going into the wall from DT's secondary hit. And at this point, DT is still 100%.
Actually, hold. I would like to point out. Can we look at Banners right there? I don't think he tried to escape from that fucking wall. If
I
you
was
wanna
trying to.
quickly-
Okay,
yeah,
here.
damn.
Okay,
Camera
hold up.
on the
Hold up.
accelerator,
Hold up.
trying
Let
to
me
get away from
explain.
that fucker.
Let me explain the reasoning behind it. I was trying to pull
No,
over
bro,
as
there
much
is
as I
no.
could. I was trying to
there
pull
is
over.
no explaining this.
Fucking gun.
You
What
were
the
turned off to the left there for a second.
I was trying to pull up
No one
faster.
actually hit him. No one actually hit him. Well,
Yeah.
Vanos did a little bit.
But that was because
But
of my
I don't
fault.
think I don't
I
think
will accept
Risky
that
had,
as my
I
fault.
don't think Risky had anywhere to go right there.
Alright.
Yeah, Risky
I'm
did
not
not have
gonna
anywhere
lie.
to go. It would have been. It would
Going
have been
back
on
to
me.
DT, because there are two more incidents I want to show
Does family have an
involving
incident in there
DT.
at all?
One of them,
It was a slight
Fam.
touch. I do
Oh.
kind of want to
Fam
bring that up.
did have an incident, but Fam did not have like anything that's worth talking about.
Yeah.
So this involves both me and DT. Okay.
Oh no.
So, just there's actually two incidents that involved me and DT. The second one is what made DT absolutely like ruin his race, but it was his own fault, honestly.
I
So
will say, at least on Lamar,
Up later
me
on in the
and him
race,
were
we
side by
can do
side the
360
entire
and
lap,
whatnot.
except for the last couple corners. Side by
So,
side the entire time.
all right. So I'm gonna walk you through what happened. All right.
Hold on
So,
a second. Hold on a second,
I-
Bird. Hold on a second, Bird. What were you saying, GT? Go ahead, GT.
Oh, my bad, dude. My mic was muted. How the fuck did you hear me?
I heard a slight mumble. But it wasn't a full mumble.
Well, no, it's something that was supposed to wait. I'm waiting for it to be like one of the last things.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, go ahead, Bird.
All right. So the second one up here, you can see I make contact with a wall, right?
So
I am
you're not
now
on your POV.
offline.
Not on your POV.
I know.
He's the one
I
in
have
front.
to be on.
He's
Yeah,
the
I'm-
one up
I'm
front, you
literally-
smooth brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
So I make contact with the wall, right? Boom. I'm now unsettled. I brake, purposely run wide to get off of the racing line. He has all that room, and then like he makes contact.
The exit of that turn is right on that curve.
Yeah, that is kind of the
That is
racing
very
line on the
fast
exit.
turning.
But he saw me offline, right?
That's fair. He
Like
got a break.
he had
Like, can I see
eight
Plenty of
can
time.
you-
He had plenty of time
I
to
want to
break.
see I want to see the steering input in the throttle real quick. No, I'm saying from when you got tapped. Let's see. Yeah, he could have turned harder. He could have turned a little bit harder. No doubt.
So I'm offline. He has all this space on the inside, right? All it would have taken is 10% brakes, and he would have avoided that collision right there, right? So boom, nothing of it. I'm still offline, giving him the line, and then boom. Now,
I've done that a lot.
yeah.
Hit that
Now,
inside wall.
I think it's second lap. I think it's second lap.
I don't believe, like, I feel like that is more of just a racing incident, though. That's kind of.
Yeah,
It was
that
marginal
100%
contact.
is a racing incident. I'm just gonna fast forward the second incident.
Fast forward to second lap, and you do a fucking 360.
Yeah.
No, that was third lap, not second lap.
I was close enough.
Wish you could skip to like a timestamp. That'd be
Look
cool.
at Montana and his fucking
Lambo.
Lambo?
yeah, the Lambo. Watch how fast that
Okay,
bitch is from here.
Is it just me, or is your screen like
It is
lagging
fast.
the fuck out?
Yeah, it's lagging the fuck out for me.
Yeah, on
It's
YouTube.
just
It's not doing it for me right now. It's because everybody's. It lags out every once in a while. Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
this was incident number 2.
and that was because of Fam did say that was more of a racing incident than a fucking wreck.
Yes,
I think
this
Fam
100%.
went off of his line.
No, Fam
Fam was not paying attention.
underbraked him.
Oh, you ever broke? Okay.
Yeah.
So
No,
It
from
looked like it slipped off
Fam's,
the line a little bit.
so
I'm surprised
they're
he's in a
side
Mustang.
by side.
I wasn't
He brakes
expecting that.
first. He goes in, overbraked himself. Contact was made. Now, yes, Fam overbraked himself, right? But DT, watch his steering. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
DT tries to drive through him, which causes a contact. Like, from here, especially considering he is a controller player, he should have been able to see that he was not making that corner. He could run a little wider, and both of them would have not made contact and shit like that. But DT legitimately turned into him.
Yeah.
Yo, I hate to interrupt. My sister-in-law just got
What's
into a car accident. I'll be back.
Alrighty,
Oh,
yeah, go.
shit.
All right,
Fuck. What the fuck?
and then second,
Bam. Whoa.
then yeah, and that 100% caused Fam to drop out. Now,
Mm-mm.
coming from here, I'm going to show you a proper avoidance, okay? This is what proper avoidance looks like. So I'm coming up behind him. I can see he's getting a little tail happy.
Yeah. You love that McLaren, don't you?
I fucking love this thing.
Nah, you could never tell.
All right,
Ooh,
now watch. Watch this.
that part of the track is. Boy.
Hits wall,
Dink. I
goes
probably would have
wide,
done that.
off track. He is now still
On throttle.
full
He's still
throttle.
in the throttle. Yeah.
He's coming back on. Now he's off throttle. And I thought, you know, from where I was, with the angle of his car, because I drive first person, it looked like he was trying to, you know, come across the track, right? But we
I
were
know,
both
it looks like
carrying
he's
so much
spinning
speed.
out right there almost.
Yeah,
No, he
we were
wasn't.
both carrying so much speed that I didn't realize he was behind me at this point. I thought he was still beside me. And I decided at this point, instead of possibly causing a wreck, right,
Yeah.
to just boom. Now I'm off the the track. I'm slowing down. Not gonna get a penalty for it. Now he's back. You know, that would be
Yeah.
considered proper avoidance.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, you could see
Um,
just from the distance, you didn't gain any time, and he didn't lose any time from that. So
yeah. So coming from here, I will this next lap I will show you from DT's point of view first, and then Captain's or Wolf's point of view, because Wolf did a really good avoidance here too. But I'm gonna show you the entire incident. Oh, this was another thing.
Oh damn.
DT outbroke himself,
man.
and boom,
So
hits me on braking.
I don't know what happened because whenever he was racing me with the GT3 cars, it wasn't this bad.
Yeah.
I do think right there he didn't want to dive in on the racing line and try to cut you off. But
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what his thought process was there. Because if he went inside,
Well, I've
there might
talked to
have just
him
been a
about it,
T-bone.
and I've explained some things to we sat down. I showed him everything.
Yeah.
Showed him
I'm
like
just
the
saying
thoughts of
there
everything, and he
was-
agreed. He agreed with
Yeah.
me that first thing he 100% would have gotten a penalty for that. There is no
Yeah.
ifs, ands, or buts about that. That first lap incident was 100% his fault.
Yeah.
Now, coming through. Go ahead and turn that off. Actually, yeah, I'll turn the HUD off because it's not really necessary from here. All right, this was my big spin. I clipped a wall.
hate how fucking
Here?
laggy it is.
He
I
got
clipped
kinda
the wall
under-
here.
He had his car on
Yeah, I
settle
saw
in
that.
that corner, and
Here, I'm just gonna do my POV first. So, I made contact with the wall, got unsettled, tried to save, didn't. Boom. And this is what I thought DT was about to do, by the way.
Gotta
So
drive straight through.
I spin, I get hit, I save.
Oh.
Right? I save.
Hmm.
Very straightforward. That's 100% a racing incident from my
Yeah.
my point of view. Now, if we go look at Atman or DT, watch his
I thought he would
watch
at least
his
slow down.
things.
Damn.
So I'm spinning. He brakes, lets go of the brakes, and turns into me.
This is not looking good for DT. Damn.
yeah, it ain't.
He
Alberto,
turns
what
into
the
me,
fuck happened?
hits me, gets unsettled. Boom. Max damage on his car.
You know what it is? It's because DT's not used to racing. He's used to leading.
Probably. Now, from Wolf's point of view. Alright? So he comes around. He sees me spin.
And that thing sounds good.
Immediately brakes here as soon as he sees DT start
I will point out I'm able to do this
turn
because
in.
I have ABS on. If I didn't, I would have probably locked up if I smashed my fucking brakes and made this shit a lot worse.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't have because I would have continued straight and avoided all this shit.
So, boom, boom, and what's he do? He immediately bails from his line, turns left, goes into here,
I got a penalty for this, by the way.
and then avoids. That is accident avoidance. That is
How the fuck did he get a penalty for that?
I feel like
Because
if
he
you get a
didn't brake
penalty
all
for
the way
that,
through.
Oh
if
yeah,
you get a
never mind.
penalty for that,
Seeing that full
should just
speed, never mind.
that should be taken. I don't know. Because there's nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, I can't go.
I don't know if a-
literally physically cannot go on track.
Because
I don't know if the
there's one
penalty
McLaren
from the
that's
game
spinning out.
should stay
There's
there.
another one right there.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
see one
like, did-
facing the wall, one kind of following along with me.
So in an incident like that, hold on, did you tap the brakes at all through there? Did you
What's
tap
up?
the brakes
I
at all
did,
through
yeah.
the for the runoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay,
Use full
so
brakes here.
incident like that, is that where we would say, hey, whatever the penalty from the game gave you is null and void?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, doesn't
Okay.
matter.
But yeah, boom, and then yeah. As
Who's
you
the
can see,
hazard?
what do you mean? Who's the hazard?
There's this one guy named the Hazard 15. I've never
Oh,
seen
that
him
was-
till this race.
That was Montana's brother. I think he said.
Yeah. But yeah, like he turns into me.
So
Yeah,
would've
I
been,
don't know
like,
what's
3
happening with him
points.
this race because
Like
normally he ain't. Normally he doesn't do stuff quite like this.
So normally he's not racing.
That
He
too.
hasn't done a lot of.
Well, I mean,
wheel
whenever
people.
we did a full lap, we actually did like a little battle around Le Mans a couple weeks ago, and he was doing just fine. I mean, there's
I
one
think it's a
time,
lot
there's one lap
easier
when
to avoid somebody on the mod though.
now, I'm gonna
Lot
play this
wider
from my
track.
point of view, and I want y'all to actually like watch the save because I'm gonna like pat myself on the back. This was a clean fucking save, regardless of the fact that there was an incident or whatnot. Yes.
think, ooh, ooh.
We've
Like it never happened.
But yeah, no, man. Like that's just that's that's what I mean, or that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about. Like penalties and shit like that. That was two incidences of incompetence while racing, and two incidents of actual incidents that happened because of said thing.
Yeah.
So that should give you an idea of at least how I view things. Like obviously with me and DT,
6 million.
especially with that spinny thing, that spinny portion where I spun, I did not
Yeah.
roll on that because we have a rule in the league that anything that happens, I would like it. Since I'm a staff member, I won't rule on my own accident.
Yeah.
And my place, Fam, Banner, and I think Wolf.
Yeah.
I think you all three.
I don't think I was a member. I think I became a member somewhat after that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was three people of other people, and like I ran through it and shit, and they all basically agreed that
I
that
will.
first incident was 100% DT. That second incident was
DT was
100%
not having
fam.
his race that entire, well, the time that he was there for.
I believe he did.
Like, I think he's fast. I just don't think he has very much knowledge with or awareness when it comes to racecraft.
He hasn't done a lot of
So he's
wheel to
good at.
wheel.
So it's like that. Good at qualifying, bad at race.
Yeah. Nope, hold on.
I do want to bring up this too. As you can tell, we only have one Group B FIA member now, due to the fact of Bridge not being here that often, and two of the stuff he's kind of said through Discord. And
He's a femboy guy.
yes, we have nothing really against him. I'm saying that's not really the big.
the best thing to be known as.
Yeah. But on top
And the
of that,
rest of your Group B guys graduated, so
yeah,
But yeah, no, like I 100% like there's been multiple instances where I felt like there's something fishy going on with DT only because of the shit that he himself has said, right?
Mhm.
Like for instance, BRZs. Y'all raced against him in the BRZs. At least Moz did and Vector did. Um, there was an instance where he said, "Oh, I am running a ballast on my car at 840 or at the max PI," and that was just a little fucking weird.
But and if I remember correctly, that was only to get the to bring it
The
down because
PI.
that was because of him. I think he was running no wing or stock wing.
No, he was running a street wing. Just was using the lightest rims,
Yeah, but
but still, you shouldn't need to run a ballast
yeah.
to hit PI. You know.
I actually think
That's
I was for a little while there. I was like,
yeah.
huh?
I was
How the
a
fuck?
little bit,
Wait, what?
but at the same time, that's why we're not doing that loosely fucking spec'd and everything.
That's
mean,
also
hey,
why
as
like the specs have gotten very very tight.
Yeah,
like I will say, like as a FIA, don't be afraid if something does seem fishy. Like y'all are
yeah,
FIA, post race
and
inspection, open up
also
your shit. Let
ready.
me see your tune.
Here's another
Let me
thing
see
too,
your upgrades.
and here's another thing. Someone cannot an FIA get offended because we're trying to look into someone.
Yeah.
Also, DT asked about a half hour ago, what's the weather setting going to be for
Yeah,
spa this weekend?
I understand that. I'm gonna address that towards the end, and I'm gonna send
I
a clip
just,
of it.
I just wondered because it was about a
Yeah,
half hour ago and it's no answer.
I'll add the.
If you're
stream
gonna
marker.
do if you're gonna do spa, then 100% you need to do it early morning fog,
I
and
was
then
planning
have
on.
it get less foggy as it goes on.
Yeah.
Can confirm. Well, agree.
Yeah. But I do want to talk about this. About fucking Bridge not being in here. I just do not feel comfortable with him because the fact of he said some stuff a few weekends ago when we were doing the MX5 that made me feel uncomfortable. So I removed him
Oh.
from that. And for him not saying, "Oh, I'm too sleepy, so I'm gonna go to bed." Cool, fine. You do not race anymore. I'm going to talk to fam about.
Also, the fact that he 100% like child has a timer on his shit.
Yeah,
Fucking like
yeah,
yeah,
and that's too
he's
many
not
red
gonna be
flags.
reliable enough.
There's too many red flags there. And I do want to say this too. If people do not show up to really first days without giving me callouts, then you are going to have to wait till we open up recruiting again. Simple as that.
That's understandable.
And same thing with ranking. If you don't get ranking done by the time, or if you need an extension and you let me know, and you don't do it by the exact days you said, the exact day you said, cool. You do not race. You have to wait
I
until
mean,
the
look
next.
at what happened with Bug. Like
Yeah,
we extended everything, and fucking
we even
he
gave
still
him
didn't
to
show.
Thursday. We gave him even till Thursday. And
Was that with the Porsches around Daytona?
yes, yes,
Yeah. Because like I said, you gave three of us a little bit of extra time because we were at work or had family
yeah,
events.
exactly. And
I said I
Oh,
was going to get it done in the morning. I ended up getting called in for work, but I got it done
yeah,
when
and
I got home in
even
the
sending me
afternoon.
I I kind of am fine with having the screenshots, but also at the same time, I'd rather it be done with me in there or one of the people from FIA, because
Yeah.
then that we see it's medium tire compound or your exact times and when you got it.
Yeah.
I mean, what we
Mine
can
was
do is
noon, medium,
now that we
100%
have
fuel.
like the tracks and weather and everything figured out. Like once now that we have the tracks, we should convene it on like the night after Group B races
Hmm.
to figure out what weather is going to be in the next race for the Porsches.
I do 100%
And
agree with that.
And then once we decide on the weather for the event, then we put it in a channel. And we'll need to make another channel called announcements.
Yeah, I do 100% agree with that. I'll get with GT on that when
Oh
he get.
shit!
I'll talk
Excuse
to
me.
GT. I do also want to talk. But I am probably going to definitely do some adjustments on the channels and everything else. Me and GT will sit down and do that. We'll adjust the docks to the way they need to be, and we will add a key because I know Wolf and GT kind of yelled at me.
I have got to
I'm
go.
being honest. I feel like we
I'll-
have way too many freaking things. We have a lot.
I am going to be stepping away. I'm going to be stepping out of the party. Y'all can continue the meeting or whatnot
Okay.
afterwards. I have to go get animals and things out of our new car. So
Okay. Alrighty.
All right.
if
Hey, Baron,
I'm
I'm
actually
gonna
I'm
send
just
you.
gonna stay. I'm
Okay.
just gonna stay in the group. I'm just gonna step away once I get back. Anyone can, if someone wants to talk to me,
Yeah,
I would
I've got it.
consider it
I'm still live
after
streaming it. I'm still live
stuff.
streaming. I'm still live streaming it. So,
Okay, I will be back.
ready. I'll add a marker for you, Burn.
All right.
All right, so I do want to talk about also on top of that, touch base a little bit more on the key. I'm going to sit down with Buck, with GT and probably Wolf to do it, so it's a little bit easier for y'all to understand. And as you were saying though,
Yeah.
Gabe, originally,
Kentri's been, by what he's saying, he has a lot going on between work, school, his girlfriend, family. Because he randomly gets kind of pulled out to go to his grandparents once in a while.
yeah,
I don't blame him. He's got a lot of shit going on. But
yeah, and I'm going to tell him, and this is something that I'm fine with either me and you talking to him, so it doesn't. But at the same time, I don't want him to feel like I'm cornering him and acting like a dickhead. You know what I'm saying?
I think he could care less, if I'm being honest.
But
Like he likes all
he
this stuff, but
he likes the
he's
stuff.
laid back kind of guy.
He he just doesn't have the time. I'm just gonna say it like this. He just doesn't have the time to commit to it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I will say is if people do not have the time to commit to it, then say, hey, I'm backing out of league. Either put me as expeditionist, or I'm also gonna adjust the fucking rules because I am. We have way too many fucking rules. I need to fucking adjust those.
Yeah.
That's I'm going to. I'll make a fucking roll for that and label it as expeditionist.
But
And I feel
I
like,
say we
like
try
if
the
you're
Bathurst again one last time so I can. I want to be able
No,
to be
Gabe.
in this shit so I can. Oh,
No,
come
Gabe.
on.
If anything, Bathurst will be in the roster, but it will not be in the IMSA. For the GTD,
Weird.
the LMP2, and the Proto H's. It will be in the TC and the GT4s,
Why not?
which I do.
Actually,
It makes more sense to have it there because two groups and it's a lot easier. Here and something about and speaking.
Point out that the LMP3 car that we have in Forza also races GT4 cars.
And at the same time, dog, we've already got a lot of stuff down.
I know.
So,
I just love the P3 cars.
but I do want to say this too. On top of that, is the fact of honestly think I'm fine with having the TC and the GT4s on that team, but they're gonna race a separate day. I want to make sure those days, for those races though, I'm trying to have two per week. and doing it every other week, I kind of get, but having two races every other, those two races every week is a lot better, in my opinion. I'm gonna try to get that track time done before, the track setup before IMSA 2 starts. So then everyone knows what they're gonna get.
Two?
Yeah, IMSA 2 meaning
Second season,
season.
so.
yeah, second season. So, but I honestly think it if y'all can do more, and I'm gonna say this too, if people can help out a lot more, that'd be very greatly appreciated. I know GT, he's got doing the liveries and for the car for the IMSA pace cars, and he's also helped me out. I know two people here also, three people here are kind of here for the.
All right, I'm kind of
can
back.
help. Hello. I put the marker on YouTube for you. So
Now that I'm back, he can just say it unless he left.
who? Gabe?
Vector.
Oh, Vector.
It was more of an off-streaming question.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I'm still streaming. I'm
Yeah.
still streaming.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
and
Yo,
I've
baby.
got a few people for setting up the specs, but I don't. I want to kind of dwindle that down to certain people doing the specs and everything set up. And I don't want people to say, "Oh yeah, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not naming names." I don't want people to say, "Oh yeah, they run these for specs," and not do the research.
No,
And-
that's why I specifically stated when GT asked or Vector asked or whoever asked. I explained we're trying to keep the
Yeah, I
cars.
brought up the performance thing.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. And I'm not adding no more cars. I'm sorry to tell y'all, I'm not adding no more cars with the list. Because I've had multiple people ask me, "Oh yeah, why don't we add the Ferrari, the GTE Ferrari?" I'm like, "No. We've already talked about it. No. We are not adding it."
Because it's not the right Ferrari.
Exactly.
That's legitimately the whole thing. It's not the right Ferrari.
The Audi R8, it's a little bit older body style, but it races in WEC, and that is the only exception. We're adding that one, and I think that's the only WEC car in the roster. So,
Fortunately, it has a terrible driving model, but
yeah,
What has a terrible driving model?
the R8.
the R8, it's not really that good compared to the rest of them.
It's fast in a straight line. It just isn't.
It just
too
can't
good
turn.
corners.
It's so slippery in every corner, no matter what you do to it.
I mean, I've gotten mine pretty hooked up, so
Hey,
But
good for you, man.
here's the thing, though, Burn, is you're also a fucking crack god when it comes to tuning.
come here, buddy.
But
Yeah.
do we
Are
agree
you
with
nice,
this?
Santa?
Do we all agree with
Yeah.
that statement? No, adding no more cars.
Yeah, I mean, at least for the first season, if we have
Yeah,
time and say
I've
something for the
already-
second season.
Okay, so here's the thing for the second season. Hold up. I'll put in the stuff for it.
What cars are we currently running? Of course, I already know the IMSA one, but besides IMSA, what cars
I'm
are we
back,
running?
and that's something I wanted to bring up later.
So for year 2, we're running the Lambo, the Vantage, and our R8 are added to the roster for GTD Pro. The two new
So the Lambo, the Aston Martin Vantage, which is the V12 one.
No, this is the newer one. That's the one that you gotta
It's
fucking grind.
It's the Aston Martin Vantage. It's the AMR GTE
Yeah,
is the one that's
Yeah.
being added.
Yeah, it's the one you have to earn. Okay, I was confused
Yeah.
by what do you mean by Vantage, but okay, yeah.
the two new groups that are getting added are the GT4, and that's the Mustang Dark Horse, the BMW M2, the Vantage 2019, the Mark V
Why is
Super.
it the M2? It should be the M4 GTS.
The M2 is getting added this season for IMSA.
Not
Okay.
this season. Not
Later into the racing. In
Yeah.
IRL IMSA, the
Oh,
M2
yeah.
is getting added.
I forgot.
In, like a race or two.
Yeah.
I looked at it, and that's what it said. But if it doesn't,
Then
the
we'll,
M2 doesn't get added this IMSA season, then we will just transfer the M4.
yeah. But we're running.
Currently it's M2.
We have the Mark V. The 2020 came in GT4. The Camaro. I can look at right now which one that is because I did not label it, which was a fucking dumbass move on my behalf. Hold on.
Hey, once we're
the
done
two
with this, I'll probably just ask my question instead
Yeah.
of just weigh in. Once
2018
we're done with this.
Camaro ZL1 1LE for the Camaro, the Mercedes GTR 2017, the Alpine A110, and the Nissan Z for the GT4s, and then the TCs are all set up for 350 to be as close as it can be to 350 for horsepower.
It's every single touring car that we have in this game besides the Subaru.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And the GT4s, how those are balanced are power to weight ratio. It has to be between a 165 to a 167.
So within 0.002 of each other.
Yeah.
That generally puts them anywhere between 350 to 400 horsepower, with the exception of the 1LE, which we left the motor stock because it's already a heavy fucking vehicle.
I think we also have the Audi and the Mercedes.
Yeah, the R8 is the, I think, 2016 Quattro.
Yeah, that's the one we decided to go with. And that's got 542.
Which is how much the car actually runs IRL.
It runs 400, but that's the closest we can get to it. But you can go ahead loan, and then I can go off to GT.
I just wanted to bring it up because it's gonna be a question when it happens, right?
Mhm.
Due to the state of Forza Motorsport, right?
Mhm.
And we're not really getting much else, if anything, for this game, right?
Yep.
No, we are not.
Due to us being an endurance-based series, once Ultimate comes out, is there going to be a question about that?
Le Mans Ultimate, that is where we are moving.
Okay, I just want a clarification.
I was gonna say, why don't we try do how is Project Motor? Is it worthy?
I'm surprised we haven't moved to PMR.
I was about to ask.
While PMR would be great to run, it's not exactly like super easy to. It's not very
Controller friendly.
Very controller friendly.
And I think I do want to say also to that, I think it would be a lot to ask, especially if Ultimate comes out later this year, to say, hey,
Ultimate's going to be
go spend 60 on PMR, and then 3 months later, hey, go spend 60 on Ultimate. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Ultimate's not going to be 60. It's releasing for the base game is going to be releasing $39.99.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
It's a money commitment to double up.
I'm probably not gonna be able to race it then. I'm probably gonna have to step away from League because I don't have the funds to either do it with the PC or the Xbox, unless if it's.
I will buy it for you.
PC. Here's the thing. I just don't know if it's gonna be for the PC.
You, brother.
That's the issue. Is the PC is, as of right now, I can barely play fucking American Trucking Sim without the shit lagging. Hell,
So you might not be able to play Le Mans Ultimate on your Xbox, but I can tell you this right now. Last time I played Le Mans Ultimate, I was literally running on a Vishara 6-core Black Series from fucking 2013. Okay?
Hold up,
You,
let me.
you might just have to say take the quality hit, play on low settings, just kind of.
It's racing, and you don't need all of the extra bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Might as
Hold
well
up, let me
use
look at.
Roblox.
Hold up.
But I was curious about that because I was thinking, hey, this game's
I mean, it's
sadly on
40
its
bucks
last
right
life.
now. I'm wondering what
And
it's gonna require
Ultimate's
me
coming.
for. Do we want to do the WEC full bundle, or no?
Well, it's gonna. We're definitely going to have to get the
Because that's
pay
80.
for some sort of subscription. But luckily, LMU for their yearly subscription is like dummy cheap. I think it's like $30 for a year for their basic shit, which allows you to join like custom rooms and stuff.
So I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
Someone's
actually
gonna.
that's really good.
I'm.
Because
I'm.
Does
having to
Ultimate
spend-
have driver changes?
Yes, Ultimate
Okay.
has the driver changes and fodder system.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say, I know what you're about to say, Banner. Like, spending money for that, yeah, not everyone. That's also another good standpoint of it'll limit. I wouldn't say it'll limit a lot because I know a lot of people are just gonna get it, but like limit griefing to at least a bit smaller standard. It's still gonna happen, but
I got good news, boys. It will allow me to run my Windows 10 with an a fucking Intel Core fucking i5. I should be good to go.
and did your mic all of a sudden just get better, or
I
No,
just
he's
got
just got
really
it right on
close.
his mouth.
I got it right
Hey,
toward
look,
my
let's look
mouth.
at it this way, guys. It's gonna be a lot cheaper than iRacing, and we're not getting iRacing, so.
Oh fuck
that is so
iRacing.
fair? The amount of shit you have to spend just each car, each it's just
So,
no.
Banner,
Mhm.
if I have to get you LMU, I will get you LMU. That is not an issue. Now, when it comes to the actual, damn, you are a thick boy. When it comes to the, sorry, it's a male guinea pig. He's big. His name is Comet.
Like still,
but-
holy shit, damn.
You are a thick boy. No, 100%. But if I have to buy the game for you, I can. That's not going to be an issue. You will have to figure out the way to pay the yearly subscription fee for it.
Yeah, cause
Which I'm pretty sure, like, if you can't find $30 or $40 to do it, then
I can probably I'll talk to mom about it, cause
Get
like
a job.
and like I
yeah.
said, it is a year. It is a
Y-
year.
yeah.
So
I can talk to I'll either talk to mom or I'll talk to Rick about working it off.
but I am planning on lobbying moving over to LMU when it releases.
Yeah.
PMR, if people want to get PMR and do some racing on PMR, I am all up for it.
Yeah.
We do
LMU is going to be
racing on it.
way more controller friendly than
Has that what
than PMR.
has that what Le Mans Ultimate has said too? Is controller friendly?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It already has like good controller support.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me look at it. Okay, so
PMR
yeah,
does not have good controller support.
yeah, no,
There's
I've
a
heard it
lot
from you.
But yeah, Le Mans Ultimate has good controller support, so it's all good.
It would be in order to get the whole entire fucking season pass and like all the packs and shit. It's $117 fucking dollars. Are you kidding me, dude? That's some bullshit.
Well,
Lamar
yeah, but
Ultimate? That makes sense.
that would make sense considering,
It's a lot of content.
fucking, it is a lot of content. You get all of the WEC tracks plus some of the IMSA tracks, and they're working on adding actual GTD GTP and LMH
Okay.
into the game. Or not LMH, LMP2 to the game. So, like, it
I'd-
is going to become like this massive simulator, especially when it hits Xbox and PlayStation, bro. Literally everyone who plays Forza or Gran Turismo is going to jump ship and
Gotta
immediately
say,
going over
the
there.
money boost they're gonna get is gonna speed up that development.
I
You
will
also
also.
Not
consider how many people who play Forza only play it because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the good news about going over to the LMU is with the advent of the fact that that shit is cross console or crossplay enabled. It means that we'll be able to get PlayStation players in here, PC players in here, Xbox players in here, and we can actually grow as a league.
And
Not
I-
only that, but
Longer races
you
with
have
driver switches.
64 fucking people fucking lobby races, bro.
And I do want to say
Okay,
that.
I have
and-
a question about that
Should've
lobby
led with
counter
that.
real quick.
Huh.
I have a question about that lobby counter. Does that include the drivers that are waiting to take over a car or active on the track?
About it.
And I do kind of want to ask that
That's a good
question. I kind of do want to ask that too.
What?
When we're doing like our 24-hour races, because like if we can do fucking the driver changes,
There'll be 2.5 hour. There'll be 2.5 hours. 2.5 hour to 4 hours stints.
yes, I 100% agree.
Okay, but Burns, did you hear my question?
What? No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Okay,
My bad.
That you said 64, correct? 64 players.
64 players to a lobby. Yes.
Okay, is that
That's 32 on track.
okay? I was making sure. I didn't know if that was 64 on track plus whoever's waiting or how it was. Okay, cool.
That's 32 people on track. And then 32 people in the thing. Plus,
Gotcha.
there's an engineer portion of it where you can join as an engineer and give call outs and work on pit strategy, stuff like that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
best
that's
believe that's
beautiful.
what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
I'm a coach in real life, so anything that involves coach and pit crew, I'm gonna be doing a lot of that.
You're right at home.
Yeah.
But no, for that I will kind of lean more towards the actual 24 hours and stuff like that. And if this is going to be the case, I do want to use Grid Finder because Grid Finder I want
I
to put.
will say for that 24-hour, I know this is like a year.
That can't be the
but you can
standard
only do
race.
that you can only do that shit
Yeah.
in summer.
I
Well,
was gonna
I don't,
say.
I don't think the 24 can be the standard for every
24 will not
race.
be the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We'll keep the races the exact same as they are now,
Yeah.
and then we'll hold a yearly 24-hour race.
Okay.
Hold on.
That would
It
be
would essentially
what I
be
would
the
do.
big three, which is
Yeah.
24-hour Daytona, Le Mans, Nürburgring.
Yeah.
Those are the big three 24-hour
Oh,
events.
also, did I mention that Le Mans Ultimate has the NLS layout at fucking Nordschleife Full?
Oh, wow.
Which layout?
The NLS.
The
The
fuck?
NLS
means-
layout.
So that means not
You know the
full
one that
GP
Verstappen?
circuit, but
Hold on. Both of y'all talking at the same time. Go ahead, Wolf. I'll listen to you next.
so that
Burn.
doesn't mean the entire GP circuit, but it's just that different section cut out for the GP circuit, or a lot more different than that.
No, it is the first half of GP cut off.
Yep.
At the sprint,
Yeah.
and then rejoined with Nordschleife.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically, you run it exactly like you would normally run it, right? But instead of going straight after the Omega turns, you take a right like you do on the sprint circuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's literally like up to the
You're
Omega turn, then a
cutting-
right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that I was talking about the same thing. I just
But yeah,
described it
Durgan,
very
if you
shitly.
want to do that, like whenever you can, dog. I can start doing some tests and stuff because I'm on PC, and that's why I'm saying if you can.
Sorry.
So
It'll be a
So
little bit.
what do we plan on being the standard length for Lemu?
uh,
Hour.
Just that
pro-
Okay.
I was probably gonna say like maybe 2 hours for some of the races. Like
I was thinking too, because you could do an hour per driver.
no, because if we're gonna do that, we would have
But-
to do 3 hours.
Okay.
So, but that would be taking up too much time if we're gonna be doing 2 hours. Hold up, fuck. Let me grab my phone. Clear. To it'd be 40 minutes in each
Okay.
if we did 2 hours. So
But at that point, we wouldn't be doing switches.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I feel that. I see that.
Like if we did 2 hours, like if we were big enough to, actually have enough drivers to do a driver switch with, then 100% we could do, 2 hour race, 1 hour stints,
And
Yeah.
if that was to happen, I
or
want to
30-minute stints.
Which is hopefully the explosion we get once Le Mans Ultimate comes out.
Yeah.
And
because
player count.
I kind of want to be like the first kind of league on there that's
Yeah, that
console
would be a
based.
really good
Well,
thing.
I can tell you right now, you're not.
No.
They probably
Yeah,
already
pretty-
have leagues forming
No,
for it.
no, but on PC.
There's a BTR on. No, I mean, like, okay, so BTR.
Mhm.
Everyone in here knows who who the BTR boys are.
Yeah.
BTR Giordini, BTR everyone. They like
PR people in here.
they have a. No, that's a different BTR. Smokey is not affiliated with
No.
Giordini. Um, but BTR Giordini, like his group of BTR guys, they have a league already on both Le Mans Ultimate and iRacing.
Okay.
So we'll be competing with a bunch of different things because I know a lot of leagues on LMU,
We're trying to
ACC, stuff like
capitalize
that
on
have
the
them here too.
console player like
Yeah.
influx though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was saying. Like
Yeah.
for console based players, be the server.
That's what I'm trying
Which
to
we
run
have an
to.
advantage being on Xbox.
And with
We
me
have more
being on
stable
PC
servers and shit like that.
and me being on
Well,
PC,
group posting.
yeah. And
That
that's what
too.
I'm also saying is if I can set up the lobbies and shit and get it set up for PC.
the day Le Mans Ultimate gets put on the Xbox store, just start making group posts on there. People are gonna look.
Yeah.
They're just
And-
saying league for that, and then just boom. You have people in here as a wait list.
You should
I'm sure you
also
could do it.
post-
I'm sure you could
post in
do it
other
on
games.
Forza too. Yeah.
Not only
Just
that,
do it,
but
do it on a whole bunch of racing games.
if we do any 24-hour races on that shit, 100%, it would have to be fucking a charity event.
Yeah.
So every racer, every team manager, everybody that's going to be a part of it puts in $5 for the pot. We run the race, and at the end, whatever team wins, decides which charity we're gonna put it to.
Yeah.
I do agree.
I mean, that's
I
also
think-
the
I-
plus. Even though that is not the point of that, it's also gonna help get eyes.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I think those races
that
should
is
definitely be
what I
on the
would say.
24s. I would definitely say those should be definitely the 24s. Doing the charity events.
And
But
I think we could
most
definitely
people
do
can
one or two
afford
12
$5.
hours. I'm
Which
saying we could definitely do one or two 12-hour ones too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But those would definitely have to be like in the summer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like I would love to do 12 hours of Spa. That sounds amazing.
I would love to do 12 hours of Sebring.
I would love to do 24 hours at a spa.
Huh?
Fuck you.
You gonna do the whole 24 hours?
I would.
I feel like Spa's a 12-hour. I can't lie.
No,
You're just
they-
gonna
Spa
raw
is a
dog.
12 hour.
I thought spa was a 24.
Nope, it
No.
is a 12 hour, and they have a 6-hour spa and a 12-hour spa.
Okay. So
The 12-hour spa is, matter of fact, if you really want to get into it, the 12-hour spa is the WEC. Then you have a 6-hour spa, which is World GT Championship, so WGTC, and then you have 4 hours of spa, which is GT4, and then you have of I think it's an hour and 45 minutes for F1, and then you have three
Hour
30-minute
30
races.
is hour 30 standard for F1.
Yeah. And then you have F2, F3, and F4, and all three of those do 45-minute races.
Plus a sprint.